is up and welcome back to my channel. Today you guys can tell by the title that we are doing a organizing and decluttering video, but not like any of the other ones that I have done here on this channel. I've done, room declutters and organizations, but I've never done this before, which is tackling my cell phone, which right now we are all in our houses. Hopefully you are safe. Hopefully you are healthy. I'm sending love to everybody right now because we all need it, but we are all in our house. We all pretty much have a cell phone, and this is the perfect time to really dive deep into your surroundings and what you are looking at every day and really just clean it up and making it just more organized. We love organization here on this channel. So yeah, in today's video, I'm going to be tackling my cell phone. I'm going to be going through all of the apps that I have on my phone, which I have a lot. We're going to be decluttering them, and then we're just going to make my cell phone a little bit more tidy. I'm going to tell you guys a few different ways that you can organize your phone and just make your cell phone look aesthetically pleasing. So yes, if you're interested in seeing me declutter and organize my cell phone, then just keep on watching and let's get into this video. Woo! Okay, so starting off, this is my cell phone here. This is my cell phone case. I got this from Best Buy. It just has like different constellations on it, I guess. I have the iPhone 11. I also have a pop socket because I'm constantly watching videos and I like to have it propped up. So that is why I have that. It's just a plain black one, nothing crazy, and the iPhone is a white one. And I do have my cell phone screen recording right now, so I will plop that up right here and you guys can come along with me as I declutter and organize this right here. So this right here that you guys are looking at is my home screen. I will link down below my Pinterest, and I will actually make a board. I don't have one right now, but before this video goes up, I will make a board on my Pinterest that has all of these screensavers that I use. I search on Pinterest so often for screensavers or like backgrounds for my cell phone, and I'm constantly changing it up. This one right here is just yellow. I wanted something right now, what we're going through, to really lift me up and lift my spirits and just tell me that things are gonna get better. So it's just a bright yellow background, and it says things will get better like a bunch of times. Trust me. And it has made me feel a lot better. So that is that there. And again, I will have my Pinterest link down below. But this is probably the most organized part of my cell phone. I just have all of my, most used apps right here. So the first row, we have calendar, clock, settings, and calculator. These are all just the things that like come with your cell phone that I feel like I need all the time. Calculator I'm using all the time. Settings, obviously. Clock I use for my alarm clock, and then calendar I'm always looking at for different dates and stuff for my shop and stuff like that, and YouTube and whatnot. So those four I use all the time. And then the next one is, all of these are pretty much just like social media apps and music apps. So we have YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, and TikTok, which those four I definitely use like the most out of all of these social media things. And then I have Shopify, obviously, for my shop, which if you do not know, I have a sticker shop called Planning Roses, www.planningroses.com. I sell planner stickers. I'm also going to be starting to sell apparel like this guy right here. I am obsessed with it. It has a little bow on the back and it says, "Living that bow life." I love it so much. And you can also get ones with rainbow bows, and I'm just so excited about them. They will be available probably next month, but in April. And yeah, so that's Shopify. Spotify, which obviously music. We have just internet, Safari, and then Facebook. So that is everything on the first page. I will probably keep it in this kind of formation. I do like only having like the 3 rows and then leaving that little space below it for like a quote or something like that. It's normally what I like to do. So I am filming this video a little bit late, so I apologize if the sun is going down. But yes, that is the first page there. And then just at the bottom, I have my messages, my phone, my email, and then my Gmail. Email is for like Planning Roses stuff, and then Gmail is for like personal and YouTube stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this front page will stay the exact same for the most part. And then next up, we just have a bunch of random apps. You guys can see that for the next few pages, it's just a bunch of apps, and then the last page is all of my like organized folders, which in a second, once we go through all of the apps and declutter, I will be telling you guys a few different ways to organize your apps. And there's actually one way that I'm thinking I'm going to try out, and that is the shelf method. So we'll go with it after, but for now, I do have some folders and I have liked that, but sometimes I forget like what I have in those folders and I just don't end up using the apps. So we are going to start off with the first page here of apps. We are starting off in the top left-hand corner with Printful. Printful is the company that I'm going with for all of my apparel and stuff. It's a really good company that you can design and print things as they get ordered, instead of me purchasing a bunch of t-shirts or a bunch of hoodies and then hoping that they get sold so I can get my money back. We went with one that they just make it as people order them, so you're not putting any money up front, which is really nice. I have to put like obviously some money up front for like samples and stuff to create images for like Instagram and stuff, but I feel a lot better about doing it this way as opposed to, you know, putting a bunch of money into it and then it not working out in the end. This is how we're doing it right now, and I'm very happy with it. So Printful's staying. Etsy is where I get a lot of my clip art for my shop, so that's staying. Snapchat's staying. Good Budget is a really, really good budgeting app that I've just recently started using. It's kind of like having like cash envelopes, but not physically cash envelopes, if that makes sense. So you have all of your categories and what you would like to spend within a month, and then it like tracks it as you go. So I've been really liking that. We have Sandwich, which is pretty much my only game on my cell phone, and I love it. You just like fold sandwiches in certain ways. It's so funny. And then we have Twitter, LinkedIn. Clearly those are just apps. I don't really use them that often, so I'm considering deleting them. I've never been super into Twitter, so that's fine. But we also have Flip, which is kind of like a grocery shopping app. It tells you which grocery stores have the best, you know, deals, I guess. We have Quotes, which I haven't used this for a really long time, obviously because I find all of my screensavers on Pinterest now, but that's usually where I went to get like cute quote screensavers and like things to post on Instagram and stuff. We have the Weather Network, which I love. Eventbrite, which I do have an event coming up in June. I'm hoping all of this crazy like Corona stuff ends before that, because I will be so sad if I won't be able to go to that planner meetup, because it's the only planner meetup that I like ever go to, and I just love hanging out with like fellow planner girls. So fingers crossed this all is done before June. But yes, that's where the ticket for that is. I have Groupon, which I'm sure you guys know, but it's just like a deal thing for different activities within your community and stuff like that. We have Unum, which I actually just recently downloaded, and I got the idea to download it from Ashley Nicole. Her video was actually the one that inspired me to make this video, so thank you, girl. But yeah, Unum is a way to organize your social media and what you're going to post and stuff like that, so I'm excited to try that out. And then we also have CBC News, pretty self-explanatory for what is going on right now, and the Nike training app, which I use for some at-home workouts. Next page is Food Network, SoundCloud, Mint, Moment. I don't know if we should go through all these. Okay, I do know that I want to get rid of Twitter. I do know I shouldn't get rid of LinkedIn, but I'm going to get rid of it because I just don't use it very often. We're going to get rid of Quotes. I don't use Flip very often, so I am going to delete that one, and I'm not really playing Sandwich anymore because I've been playing Animal Crossing recently and I'm obsessed. But yeah, that I think is everything that I want to delete off of this page right now. And then the next page I have Food Network, which I get a lot of my recipes from. SoundCloud I don't really use because I use Spotify, so we're gonna get rid of that. Mint was the app that I used for budgeting and like, you know, finance stuff before I got the Good Budget, so I'm gonna delete that because I've been using Good Budget recently. Moment was keeping track of like how much screen time I've used and stuff like that, which I haven't really been using that. I've been just using the screen time on the iPhone that comes with, so we're gonna delete that. Story art is sometimes what I use to make my like stories and stuff for Instagram. We have my BBG, which is a Board Game Geek. we're gonna keep that because I'm a board game geek, of course, and I need to know what is on the hotness list and the top 100 and all those things. So yes, we're gonna keep that. House is very similar to Pinterest. I get a lot of like my home decor and ideas and stuff like that there, but it's just strictly home decor. There's nothing else on there. So we are gonna keep that because I do use that quite often. We have a giant square, which I don't really use. That's the one where you can like make one big image within a bunch of images on Instagram and stuff like that. I've only done it a few times, so I don't really need that. We have Netflix, which I use, Amazon, Shazam, and podcasts. I think I'm gonna keep all of those. And then lastly, we have all of my folders, which the first one is finances. This is just like all the things that I like pay for, bills and stuff like that, and then obviously banking and different things like that. So we have Rogers, obviously for internet and stuff. TD Canada, that's my banking. Magic Links is something I use for YouTube. We have PayPal, TELUS, Wallet, Square, Reward Style, which is another YouTube kind of thing, and then Influencer, which I do use all of these. I don't use them all like a ton, but I do use them for like, you know, YouTube and stuff. So we're gonna keep those. We have Ember, which is actually what I'm using right now, which is the little like mug that I have here that keeps your coffee warm, which let me tell you, it is the best app and the best mug ever. Francis actually got it for me for my birthday and it is amazing. I love it. Keeps your coffee warm, because for me, I get working and then my coffee is cold within an hour and it sucks. So that I love. The health app, I don't really use. I don't know if I can even delete it. I don't think I can. Remedies RX is for my prescriptions. Starbucks, Fitbit. This is food and health, by the way. I didn't actually say that. We got Starbucks, Fitbit, horoscopes, Sheets. I have a climbing kind of group document on there, I guess, for like goals and stuff. So I'm gonna keep that in here. Yumly is a food kind of app similar to the Food Network one, so we're gonna keep that. Plague Inc. I'm gonna delete that. It was actually a game that I played, which is a little bit too close to home because you're basically a virus trying to take over the world. Yeah. I was playing that like last month and I'm like, wouldn't it be crazy if this like actually happened in real life? I'm sorry, world, I jinxed you. I apologize. But the last one in this folder, oopsie, get back in there, dude. It's Cookspiration, which again is another like recipe app. So we're gonna keep that and move on to the home and travel. So this is anything that has to do, oh no, did it stop? Oh, god damn it. Oh no, we're good, we're good. I thought it stopped screen recording. I was so afraid of that happening. But anyways, moving on to home and travel. This is anything that has to do with our house and traveling. Pretty self-explanatory. But we have a home app, PetCube, which is a camera that I need to actually hook up for watching over Penny when we're gone. Find My app, Google Maps, Google Home, pretty self-explanatory. Waze is a really good GPS map app. There we go. We have weather, which comes with the phone, I think. Can you delete it? You can delete it. But I do like to use that one or the Weather Network, depending on, I actually kind of use both of them. I like go onto the weather app and I'm like, I don't believe this one. So I'm gonna go over and look at the Weather Network. I don't know why I do that. So yeah, we have the weather app, so I'm gonna keep that one. We also have Air Miles, the Miros app, which is the like smart plugs that I have in our house, and then the Notes app, which I don't really know why the Notes app is in the home and travel section. So we're gonna put her over here. Okay. Next one, we have the photo and video app, not the photo and video app, the photo and video folder. So we have photos, boomerang, layout, Facetune. Snug is the one that I kind of want to get rid of because the Unum app kind of replaced that. So we're going to get rid of that. I have Lightroom, Canva. Those are the ones that are used for editing images and stuff like that for Instagram. And then Canva I use for editing stories and stuff. We have Visco, Camera, and I don't know why Reddit and the Raptors app are in that one. So we're gonna move these guys out over here. And then we're going to go on to the last category or folder, and that is the music folder. So we have GarageBand, which I don't use, Play Music, I don't use, Drive, Apple Store, Outlook, I don't use, Messenger for Facebook, I just keep it here, don't really know why. And then we have music and the iTunes store. Okay, so that is everything for decluttering the apps. The next thing that we have to do is try to figure out kind of a layout that we want to do. I wanted to go through a few of the different kind of looks that I've seen on Pinterest and stuff. The first one, this is like different ways to organize your apps. The first one is the rainbow method, which is either just putting your apps all in, rainbow order, or you can make different folders for each color of the rainbow. So you have like a red folder, an orange folder, a yellow folder. It looks really cute, but it's definitely not like, functional in any way. It just looks good. So I feel like if I did that, I would just not know where anything is. So we're gonna not do that one. The second one is just having all of your apps out, no folders, but there is just a way to organize them, just like each page being a certain thing. So you put all of like your most used apps on the first page, swipe, and then you have like all of your editing apps or anything like that, swipe, you have all of your finance apps. Each page is a different category, which I think would be good, but it'd kind of be annoying to like swipe so much. So we're not gonna do that one. The next one is kind of what I have here, but not so much all of these apps here, but just the folders. I would just organize all of the ones that are out into those folders and then just have two pages, one being the one that has all of my most used apps, and then the second page being all of my folders with all of the other not so regularly used apps. So that one is an option. It's kind of what I've been doing recently, but then all of these apps kind of just didn't go into a folder. So I think we're gonna skip that one because it didn't quite work out. But we are gonna maybe do this next one, which I mentioned before, and that is the shelf method, which basically I'm going to keep my main screen here, like you guys see, and then I'm going to do maybe 2 pages of shelves. So basically the first row you would have a folder with all of the apps from a certain category. So let me just say my finances. So I would have all of my finances in a folder, and then beside that I would have 3 of the most used apps from that category out on their own. So you have all of them that you don't use so much in a folder, and then the other 3 are the ones that you use most often, and then you just continue with that on each row. What I'm gonna do now is I'm actually going to make all of my folders, and then I will come back with you guys and we will put all the folders in, the rows, and then put the 3 most used to the left of it. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, let's do it. Okay guys, so we are finally finished going through and organizing all of the apps. The one thing that I changed with my home screen, like you guys can see here, is I got rid of the settings. I don't really go into the settings that often, and if I do need to do it, I can just go to the folder. I believe I put it in the home and travel folder. There wasn't really a folder that you could put settings in. That's, I think, why I had it on the main screen, is I just could not figure out which folder to put it in. So I just put it into the home and travel, and I'll just remember that it is there. Or I can actually put it as one of the 3 that I use most from the home and travel, but we'll see. But anyways, I actually put in its spot notes because I use notes a lot of the time. Then we swipe over and we have all of my folders, which this one here I didn't end up actually naming. I'm going to name this one, and it is going to be entertainment, which this is actually a really good time to figure out how I want my lettering to be, which a lot of people do like the spaces between. So I think I might do that, and I think I might do it in, should I do it capital letters or lowercase? So my camera overheated, so I had to give it a little break, but while I was doing that, I did title all of my folders. You guys will see here in fast video that I titled them all, and they are looking great. Some of them are a little bit longer than others, like food and health, home and travel, photo and video. I kind of want to just take it down to just one of each of those words, but I don't know. There's 6 here, so we can have 3 on each page. Now that we have this, we can go ahead and actually put them into all of their shelves. So I ended up making a new folder, which is fun, which I wanted to do it entertainment, but entertainment, the word just looked funny to me. So I was like, what is another word for entertainment? So we just did fun. And it's just a bunch of different apps that are fun. Like a lot of shopping ones, actually. Not really a lot of shopping ones, just Amazon. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And just like any extra social media apps that I don't use that often, and like Netflix. So yeah, pretty fun. Anyways, this one I think I'm going to put on the second page. Let's take her over here. And then with that one, we're gonna take out my 3 most used ones out of here. I think recently Reddit has been one that I've been using a lot. I also use Amazon a lot, and then I kind of want to start using Netflix more on my cell phone, so we're going to take that one out, and that is going to be the fun shelf. And then the other one that I want to bring to the, how do I want to do this? Maybe I'll do money and music over there, and then I'll have the 3 like double-ended ones on the first page. But for money, I definitely use TD, and then PayPal, and I'm gonna do Printful as well. It's not really money, but it's kind of like how I'm going to make money, I guess. Also, I did put up the exposure because it's getting pretty dark outside, so I'm sorry if it looks a little bit funny, but see. That is our second shelf, and then the third one, like I said, is going to be music. So in this shelf, my most used ones are probably, I don't know why I have freaking Messenger in music. Probably shouldn't have that there. Where should this be? Probably in, actually, it should probably be in the fun category. So I'm gonna put that there. I don't use it that often. It's mainly just there because it needs to be attached to the Facebook app. And normally going to the Messenger, I just go through the Facebook app. So I'm just gonna leave that there. But going back to music, I am gonna take the music app out. I'm gonna take Apple Store out. And then I'm gonna take podcasts out. I don't really use the podcast app that often. Maybe I'll take that away. And then, should I take Shopify or Spotify off of my main page and put it over there? Nah. We'll put the Shazam app because I do use that pretty often too. Okay, so that is that page there. We have the fun category with Reddit, Amazon, and Netflix. Money with banking, PayPal, and Printful. And then music with music, App Store, and Shazam. Ooh, so good. Okay, so that is the last page. This is the next page here, and we're gonna do photo and video first. What are you doing? What did I just do? Get over there. Thank you. And then with photo and video, I use Lightroom for sure. So we're gonna put that there. We use, I'm gonna do Unum. I don't actually use it that often right now because I just got it, but I feel like I will be using it quite a bit. And then we're gonna do food and health next. I definitely use the Starbucks app normally a lot. Haven't been recently. Horoscope I check every day, so I'm actually gonna take that out. And then probably I'm gonna put you on the main page. I just don't know which like food app. I think it's the Food Network one that I use the most, or Yumly. I think the Food Network app I use more. Okay, so that is the food and health section. And then for home and travel, probably Waze for sure. And then we're gonna move this guy over. Probably the Weather Network. And then I think I mentioned that I was going to put settings out too, which doesn't really make sense with the home and travel category, but it's fun. Okay, so that I think is everything. So off camera, I went ahead and turned off all the badges for everything except for 2 things, which is my Gmail and my email, just because that is important when you are running a business. You should always, you know, be messaging back your emails and stuff like that. So that was important to me, but I think we are completely finished. The last thing that I want to do is I do want to go into Pinterest, which, like I said, I will be making a board on a bunch of different screensavers. I don't have one yet. These are all the ones that I have currently on my Pinterest. But for now, I do want to search here for, I don't want the yellow anymore. I feel like that's a little bit of a weird background color. So I think I want to look for a white iPhone wallpaper. I kind of just want to do something very airy and light for now, just because I want all of the apps to stick out. Okay, so I think I found one. I found this one that's just plain white with a gray box that says be positive. We are quickly losing the light, so I am going to quickly just put this one onto my, oopsie. I'm gonna have to get used to this, but I'm gonna quickly go on and upload this to be my wallpaper for both, which I actually want to reposition this a little bit to make it a little bit higher. And I do want to set this as both my lock screen and my home screen. And that is that. Do I like that? Yeah, I also do want to mention that I did clean up the little like sidebar thing, which I don't really use that often, so I wanted it to be as clean as possible. So yeah, I think that is everything. Okay guys, so that is everything for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing me organize and declutter my cell phone, and hopefully you are inspired to do the same. Spend a little bit of time in these next coming weeks just sitting in a cozy spot organizing your cell phone, just because we always pick up our phones and it's something that we pretty much, you know, look at a lot of the time, and I feel like having an organized space on your cell phone is just as important as having an organized home or an organized workspace. So I definitely recommend doing this, and hopefully you guys just enjoyed watching this video as a whole and just spending some time with me today. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Remember, you are somebody's reason to smile, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!